Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Plan channel. I'm excited to be here today and I'm excited to dive into my sinking funds, my savings tracker, and review my transactions on my credit card log and just kind of show you what's going on in my life. And so welcome. If you're new here, I am super excited to have you here. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel and like this video. It gets my video out more to more people, and yeah, I want to share more about budgeting and what I do here. And yeah, and if you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I'm enjoying the conversations. I'm enjoying the aspect of sharing how and what I do in budgeting, and that is what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what I got going on for my beginning balances and what I plan to add and anything that I know I might be taking out. I've already got one thing in my sinking funds that's coming out, and what the savings tracker is going to look like this month. And I want to show you my credit card log, which we'll go over that in a minute, and then this other savings tracker, because I'm kind of really liking this, and I'm going to try this along side by side since I have very few items that I'm actually saving for in my savings tracker. I'm thinking about doing this, so I've kind of got it set up already, but we'll go over that in just a minute. So let's go ahead and dive into this video and get setting up these budget sheets. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. So we're going to start with the sinking funds tracker. I am in love with these budget sheets though. Look at the pumpkins and oh, the fall vibes that come off of this is just awesome. Sunflowers, I love them. I love creating these sheets. I sell these in Etsy, so if you're interested, I have my link to my Etsy shop down below in the description box. But let's go ahead and get started, and you can find this in my Etsy store. And I'm running a sale today, starting today, October 5th, going all the way to October 10th on Sunday. And that is because it's my birthday. I'm super excited. I'm doing, I usually have a 20% off when you buy 4 items, but also I have in there right now 15% off just even one item. So if you're interested and want to try it out and want a little bit of a discount, I have a discount going in my shop because it's my birthday and I want to share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and get into this. I didn't announce this, and so you guys are the first to hear about it in my videos, but I did put it in my shop already, so it should be good to go. Amazon Prime. So what I need to do, and I have not grabbed, and I need to grab real quick, is my budget sheets from September. So these are my October sheets, and my September sheets were the lavender peonies, and I love them. They were beautiful, and this is what they look like. I want to pop these sheets out. This is the reason I actually do put these on a disc system, because budgeting needs flexibility, not just in the budget, but in maneuvering it around so you can do your budget. So that's why I do it in a disc system. I love disc, I love coiled, I love, you know, all the things, but when it comes to budgeting, I want to pop those pages in and out. So let's start with the sinking funds. I'm going to move this off to the side. I'm going to do a side by side of this, and this way I can kind of put down the ending balance here. So here's the September sinking funds and all the transactions that happened here. This was the ending balance. And now I have to take these ending balances and put them as my new beginning for October. And I haven't done that yet. And I already have something that's coming out. My son is a senior in high school. So yeah, I had to purchase some senior things and I saved up for it. So it's coming out of the sinking funds. So I'm super excited about that. So let's go ahead and get started here. So Amazon Prime here, you can see it came out in September. I added $10. I only paid $1.19 for it, and then $11 is what's in the account. So that's what I'm going to start here with my beginning balances. Now, I already have everything written down. I wanted not to take too long in this video, so I went ahead and wrote everything down for you guys, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. So $11 is my beginning balance here. I typically give $10, and now that I think about it, because you know, I'm just going to leave it at 10. I'm going to keep it at 10, and then when it gets closer, then I'll adjust for the extra dollar that's still in the account later. Because I can actually just send over $9 instead of 10 to compensate for that $1 left over from the previous month. But I do about $10 a month. So $10 is what I have here. And obviously it's not going to come out until next year. Most of these expenses are annual expenses, and this is how I don't get caught off guard and I can pay for things annually and have the money available. But I won't set up the ending all the way over here. Can't even see it until the end of the month, and I'll close it out with the end of the month videos. So the next thing I have here, let me grab my calculator, is the Disney Plus and Apple subscription. So I have left over $58 in both of these because they cost the same. $58.30. And I'm going to just do these at the same time. Whoops. Every time I get on camera to write, I just mess things up. I do apologize. Sorry if I'm shaking everything. All right, let's see if I can get this written down. Okay, so decimal point 30. There we go. And I always add $5.83. So let's go ahead and do that. $5.83. And basically this is $6.99 divided by 12. And then if there's a difference, then I compensate for it later. And actually leaving that dollar in Amazon Prime, that would actually compensate for the difference in change. So if you do $69.99 divided by 12, obviously you're going to get an odd number, but I did not round up. So and it's only a penny if I did round up, so it's not a lot. We're talking about just a couple of cents, and having a little extra money in the account always compensates for that. So there is that. Actually, I don't need the calculator now that I think about it because I'm not totaling these up. But I will be adding that amount into these categories here in the savings or sinking funds. And simply put, sinking funds is just savings. You can group it together and put it in one account. I'm trying to get this straight. And then you can have it in cash envelopes, or you can have it however you want. I like to just do things with exact change. So I don't like dealing with change, but I like the numbers and the exact change in the numbers. So I do mine all digitally with one savings account. This all goes into one pot in one savings account. And then I divide it up here on paper, and I know and track here on paper how much I have available. And it's easy. It's fun. I enjoy doing that. So Orkin and termite spray. So I have right now listed in there $166. And at the end of the month, I want to put in $55. So, and I did think about putting a little more in, but I don't know. I think the 55 is going to be enough. And the only reason I say that, is because they were adding ant granules around the house, which actually worked much better than spraying around the house on the outside because it was so wet during the times that they came and sprayed for insects and made sure that our house was good. So, and that was an extra $7, $8, I think, to do that, but that's okay. And I could always absorb that into the cost of whatever the monthly budget is, because I always have a little extra left over, so things aren't that tight, which is good. Heating and AC. So I have $110 here, and I typically put $20 a month into that. So I'm going to put $20 here. And City of Chesapeake, this is for car property tax, our vehicle property tax, our stormwater, and that happens twice a year, those kind of things. I have this as a way of setting up money, so when those bills come in, I can just pay it off right away. I don't have to scrimp and save or use a credit card or anything like that. So we ended with $219.02. This will always be off based on, change-wise, based on what we spent in the previous year. So what we spent this year in 2020, so far, this divided by 12, this is what we do. And I do $57 a month for that. It's a pretty penny. I think we spent $588 on just the vehicles alone this year. And then I think it's $44.10 for stormwater twice a year. So it's what, $88.20 for the entire year. Cell phone tech. So I've been dipping into this. Now, last month, if you saw my closeout in September, which was just last week probably, because this is the 5th of October, and you know, it wasn't that long ago. I had $355.85. I added 100, so giving us $455.85. And then originally I had $236.32 come out for paying a bill for T-Mobile, because we signed up for T-Mobile and that came early, and I had my Sprint bill and my T-Mobile bill at the same time. And then I was still spending money towards the end of the month, and it was $200 that I transferred out of the sinking funds into my checking account to cover just random things we spent. So I just reduced the cell phone tech, which left me $19.53. This was after the video, and I just erased everything and just fixed the numbers so it would match correctly with the bank account. So we are starting with $19.53. We're going to let this rebuild up. I put $100 in here every month, and it's a good thing I do, because you never know what you're going to need or what you're going to want. And so moving on from that, I have here Christmas fund. So I am at $500. The goal is to have, I think, $600 before Christmas, or by Christmas or whatever. This is mostly going to be used for activities. If we wanted to go to Colonial Williamsburg during Christmas time, or Busch Gardens during Christmas time, they have these beautiful villages that they have put up. Some Christmas gifts, Christmas food, things like that. A lot of times our family sends us enough bulk of money for us and our kids and stuff like that, which are adults now. They still send us money for Christmas because we don't live near them and we don't get to visit and see each other, so they compensate like that. So that is what that is, and we can buy what we want over Christmas. So I do $50 a month, and that'll be good. Vacation fund, we're going to start with $150, and I do $50 a month in here, and this is just like a local travel not vacation, like big vacation. I would probably save overtime money for that my husband gets sometimes, or some of the stimulus money and things like that, and use that for vacation. In fact, we did our entire Gatlinburg vacation on stimulus money, hotel, sightseeing, gas, the whole thing. We didn't spend actually any of our money for that, which was kind of awesome. Okay, P.O. Box. I do $17 a month, and that gives me the $102 for every 6 months. And I pay every 6 months. So I'm going to put another $17 in, and that works there. I have $40 for business license stuff, business stuff and licensing stuff for my Etsy business. And then senior year. So I need to put the $719.08 because I put in my son's sitting fee, which was $20 from August in there, and took that out. And then in September, I bought his photos from wherever we purchased his senior photos, and that was $260.92. And those combined, that's where I took it out there. So it left me $719. Now I have spent on senior stuff again this morning. Yes, I did. And I will talk about that when I look at the credit card log, and we'll put in here a sticky note on what we're taking out. I don't actually put a number in just in case I spend something else for the same thing. But who knows? We'll have to wait, or same category, I should say. If I buy more senior stuff now, because opportunities have come up, then I would take it out. And if it comes out later in the month, then I need to put it in there as well. So I don't want to commit to writing anything until after that. Canva, I have $120. It's not due yet. It's an annual expense. It is fully funded. Oh, and this is fully funded. I only budgeted $1,000 for my son's senior year to buy senior photos, yearbook, cap and gown photos, and things like that. Now, you may have a senior and you need prom and homecoming and other activities and stuff where you're buying things. My sons don't do that, so $1,000 was enough for me. And this would also include enough money to cover for like a party at home and the party supplies and the food and all the things. So that's that. Child tax credit. So I have $750 so far, and I probably will be getting $250, which is what we've been getting every month for child tax credit, and we're going to leave it at that. And then dividends. So we ended the month with dividends at $4.70 right here, and we have gained 64 cents in dividends. And yeah, so that is where we're at. So this actually equals this number. I can just write this down, $2,942.93. That is what was in my bank account before the dividends hit. And I have not added this stuff. This is what I plan to add. I will be adding this amount at the end of the month. And the reason I do it at the end or the last paycheck, not paycheck 3 this time, it'd be paycheck 2. Here we go. Let's go ahead and total up this column and see how much we're putting in, and then I will talk about what will be coming out and what I purchased this morning. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. You may have saw me erase and change a number. I wrote 40 and then I wrote 40 again. I only put $10 in there. I'm not sure what I was thinking. I'm still really tired this morning. So let's go ahead and write this number down. It's 600. Oops. Writing and talking is not one of my talents. I do apologize. $631.30. There you go. And that is what I'm working with now. I will put a sticky note, and I love these little clear sticky notes. I'm not sure where I got this. It's something planner supply. I can't even imagine. There's not even a logo on here, but they're clear and they're really cool sticky notes. I like using those. But let me find the transaction of where I purchased senior stuff this morning. It's on my credit card log. Yes, I did put it on my credit card, because I'm purchasing over the internet and I felt more comfortable that way. But let's see, $225.10. This is what I spent this morning. And you're like, wow, senior stuff. It's only October 5th. They just got started in school, and well, at least we just did it. We start in September, day after Labor Day. And so, yeah, we've spent quite a bit of money already. Now, the pictures were $260 plus the $20 sitting fee. That's outrageous. I'm sorry, it's highway robbery. Because this here is the cap and gown order, and from Jostens, $225.10. I put it on the credit card, and I will be paying the credit card with this account to take that out of the sinking funds. Actually, I'm not taking it out of the sinking funds. Let me restate that. I'm paying the credit card with my checking account, but I'm lowering my sinking fund balance by this amount and increasing my Visa payment by this amount. That way, because it's all going, the money goes straight to my checking account, and then I move it around. So I can either put it in sinking funds and then put it on my credit card, or I can just put it straight on the credit card and just reduce what I'm putting in here. It's the same. It turns out it comes out the same in the wash, so it's not a big deal. But that is all I've spent in my sinking fund so far. Cap and gown that came with announcements and those little cards with their name on it, and tassels and a souvenir tassel and a little. It's not a backpack, but it's like a backpack bag. It's a little thin nylon bag with the pull strings, that kind of thing. I do apologize. My nose is bugging. I think allergies are getting to me. I can't wait till this week because I can't take any histamines right now, because on Thursday I'm doing an allergy test and I got a detox and make sure I don't have any of that in my system. And yeah, it's not fun. So anyway, but so far that is all that should be coming out this month. I don't have anything that's telling me that I need to pay attention to, because nothing is due quite yet. I don't think, because I just paid the P.O. box. Don't think I pay again until February. So this hasn't come up yet, and then I used this, and that hasn't come up yet, and this. So that completes my sinking funds right now with the totals. I'm not going to do the subtraction or anything until I know the month is ready to close and I'll know what's going on. Until then, typically, if I know I'm going to spend out anything, I'll just put on a sticky note here. And then once everything's finalized, payments are made and all that, then I will remove those and put the actuals down with you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up what I had last month in the savings tracker. And when you go to my budget store on Etsy, this does not say category. This actually says date, and the rest of it's the same. I only do category for mine because this is my personal budget sheet, but I don't sell it this way. I sell it as a savings tracker with the date, and a lot of people love that. This is actually one of my most popular budget sheets, along with the sinking funds, wherever I put those. And so these are my two popular sheets. Everybody loves these, and it's just helping them save money, and I think that's awesome. So they say the same thing as far as, you know, what we're saving and where we're at. So I'm just going to transfer these ending balances into the beginning balance over here. Okay, I am back. So savings tracker. This is my savings tracker. I use it and run it like a sinking fund. I have 4 to 6 categories at a time, but there are larger amounts in those categories than what you would see in my annual expenses sinking fund. So here we have the 3 to 6 month savings for my emergency fund. And right now, let me pull up last month's savings tracker and put them side by side. Right now, our ending balance was $9,060.00. So that is where we're at right now. We are well funded, and I have actually been working on my trackers, and I will show you that after I do all this at the end of the video. So if you want to see those, stick to the end. But this is what we have so far, and then I'll talk about how much we plan to continue to put in at the end of this month. So travel expense savings, we ended at $706. Typically keep $800. 94 of it is still where my husband uses the cash on his card. Or is it a card or an account? I can't remember. My husband travels with the Navy, and he has to pay for his own meals on a ship, and he transfer funds into their account on the ship, and then the meals are deducted from there. And then when he's done traveling, he puts a claim sheet in and is reimbursed for that money, and then I put it right back here in the savings, so the next time he goes out, it's available for him. So yeah, it just it's the same money cycled through over and over and over again. So that's travel expense savings. And then VA education savings, we have 0. He has not been taking any classes. He's 5 classes away from a master's degree, but the way school and things were happening, he was too busy to work, and things were so busy, he did not have time to do school. So there's the VA education. So when he starts taking classes again, you'll see a deposit if he needs me to put it aside for him. If not, that money will go straight to his personal prepaid card that he uses to spend whatever he wants, because that's what we do with that money. Dividends, we are at $22.67. Now here I can actually add some. And last month, the only savings I did was the dividends, because that is all we had to add. We did not, August and September were our vacation and spending months, and then back to school stuff, and I just did not have a lot of money left over. So the dividend for this month was $2.03. which is nice to have something go in. But October is going to make up for the lack of putting money in savings during August and September, because one, my husband is traveling on business, and when he travels on business, he gets overtime. And when he gets overtime and a third salary check, it's all beautiful, because it's a lot of money coming in at once, and we can beef up this 3 to 6 months. I think we might even get close to a 6-month amount for the savings account, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, I am back. I am so sorry. I stepped away for a minute. I had a phone call I had to take, and it was it got busy for a second there. So I'm back to finish this film and finish this budget video. So savings tracker, we were talking about that, 3 to 6 month savings. I do have this little sticky note that I was kind of reminding myself, okay, what's going on? And what I decided to do is to at least attempt to budget how much savings we could put this month in the month of October. Now we have a full entire paycheck that does not have to go to bills, and it doesn't have to go to the next month because my husband actually gets first of the month's check as well. And so first of the month's always taken care of. And so we are here with this savings goal. And this savings goal is an entire paycheck plus $65. And then I just took out the change. I don't worry about the change sometimes when it comes to savings. I'd rather have whole numbers than change a lot of time. So $2,255 is what I came up with at a minimum that we will be putting into savings this month. My husband is traveling on business. He is going to get overtime. I just don't know what it's going to look like until it gets here. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at with the savings tracker. It also says 62% of 3 months. My 3 months goal is $18,250, I think. And this would be 62% of that when you add this number plus this. And that's what I'm hoping. Actually going over 10,000 this month would be amazing for our savings. So I absolutely love that and excited for the savings tracker now and the savings account. And now, so the last thing is the credit card log. So I actually balanced forward over from September to October, $846.08. It was a mess. Some of it was just, I wasn't overspending and being extremely irresponsible. It's just there was a lot of things coming up, and it was close to payday, but payday hadn't come yet. So I did do some spending, and then groceries, gas, and things like that. But then I paid for it as soon as the first hit. And I did a draft budget, make sure I can pay for it, and it gets covered for the entire month. So we were good there. So I went ahead and paid that off here on the 2nd, and it was a little bit more. I just rounded it up to $7, even though I could have just paid $846, but I did $7, and that's fine too. Etsy is something I purchased in Etsy. Lego.com. My son has purchased Lego kits. He had $200 cash from his birthday. I ordered them online because they're not in stores, and I'm going to take that $200 and put it in on the credit card and make a payment, but I'm only going to put $190 of it. So, and that's fine. I'll eat up the change. That's no problem. This is a subscription that we assign to our credit card that we know is going to be charged every month. And then there's that payment for the previous month. And then here is Paramount Plus, which used to be CBS All Access. That's another subscription that we have. I'm kind of excited about that because the new CSI Vegas is coming out. And I remember watching the original and I loved it. So we'll see if I like the new version too. Today, my birthday, I ordered my son's cap and gown stuff. This is where I showed you earlier where that money came from. And so there's that. So that's a credit card log, and I'll just keep that up to date through the end of the month. You'll see this at the end of the month as well. There was another savings things I forgot to show you, and I'll show you that real quick as well, and then I'll close out this video. So I have here this other savings tracker in my shop. There are 10 boxes here for different savings of different types that you can use. And I gotta find my savings tracker. Here it is. So this is one savings tracker. This is a different kind of savings tracker. I sell both in my shop. This one's more popular, but I really kind of like this one for what I do. And I might switch to this if I really like it this month. So I set up the same exact numbers that you just saw a minute ago. And, in fact, as you can see, this has the same $9,060, 706. I can name them the categories. This is one savings account, but different categories. VA education, there was nothing there. And then dividends, and I can actually add to that because I know how much of a dividend got deposited. Let's see. And I know there's no more dividends coming in this month. So I'm just going to put the $2.03 here. And leave it at that. At the end of the month, I'd never take the dividends out. I just let it sit in there. But at the end of the month, the balancing this is where the balance comes in. You would do $22.67 plus the $2.03, and that gives us $24.70. I'm going to go ahead and do this because I know I'm not going to take the dividends out. And just kind of put a line there and do $24.70, and that's what shows how this has grown just a little bit, even though it's just change, pocket change. Not even pocket change, it's less than pocket change. You can't hardly get anything for $24. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think this is going to be really good. I can, at the end of the month, when I do put money in this account, I can say, okay, this amount was for this. If I add money back into this because he got reimbursement, my husband's travel expense savings, and then if any VA education happened to show up, I can put that in there. So all these things, I can just put it in these boxes instead of just these lines here. So they work exactly the same. The only difference is you can't get the total of what's in, if it's in one bank account, you can't get the total of what's in that bank account easily from here. You would have to take all the ending balances and add them up. Where here it's just already listed out and you can just total it out. So, but I'll be doing both and I really like that. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and close out this video. Okay, I am back. So sinking funds, savings tracker. This is the new one I'm using, and then here's the other one. I just kind of put them in between the two so I can keep them together. And yeah, that is what I have going on. Those are my savings goals for the month that I definitely want to make sure that I get at least $22,255, and I need to set up Xander identity theft for November so that when the charge happens again, I am not going for paying it full price and having to pay my credit card out of pocket. I'm pretty sure it comes out of my credit card. I'll have to double check. But $145 I think is the amount. So I would be dividing by 12, and that gives me $12 and some change a month. So I have to decide how I want to do that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited about this. I'm super excited about this month and all the savings potential and getting my emergency fund up to 3 months. And yeah, that's going to be awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.